I like to change up my technique. It just really depends on the day and my interests and what I'm trying to get out. I do kind of every different type of technique that I can think of. So I do use image prompts sometimes. I'll use text only. Sometimes I'll mix text and image. I'll do a lot of different things. And one of the predominant critiques of AI art generation from people is that it's not creative. Like, I'm not doing the work. The program is doing the work for me, which to me is just like a very ungenerous view of creativity and sort of artistic expression. Because for me, obviously I have an entire life and career that precedes my interactions with AI of like developing my own artistic practice. I have my own taste, I have my own voice that I've tried to elaborate and distill for myself. I can generate a lot of different types of imagery. I could be making sort of painting through AI, or I could make something that looks more like 3D rendering or digital art. There's endless capabilities within the AI generating space, but obviously I've chosen to do something that's a little bit more photorealistic or has some sort of sense of photographic quality to it. And that's just because that's like the language that I've cultivated for myself. It's something that I have very well elaborated, and I understand what works and what doesn't work for me in that type of representational space. Of course, they would look like something that I would make. Of course, they would have some consistency across it, because I'm not going to show something that I don't think is interesting to me and that doesn't sort of feel like something that is expressing something from me that is interesting from my kind of the perspective of my creative practice. I guess I have a predilection for beiges and blues and corporate grays or whatever. Those are things that I think I naturally intuit, when I'm looking at an image and assessing whether it's successful or interesting or valuable or is worth someone else's time to look at. It's being filtered through a very well-worn process that I've already kind of developed prior to coming into AI art. And actually what's really interesting about it is because I can generate images so quickly and easily in certain ways, it is really making me check in with the criteria of value that I bring to art making. It is actually making me think like, okay, well, what is my criteria for a successful image? Why do I think something works when it works? And why do I think something doesn't work when it doesn't work? And that's still a process that I am constantly kind of undergoing. It's not like I one day discovered, oh, this is what a successful picture is, and then that was the end of it. As technology develops and as I change as a person, being alive, obviously, my criteria for value will also change along with it. So this has been a really interesting opportunity actually for me to sort of reassess, what do I like it in imagery? What do I find engaging and motivating?